Jason Tyler making his way to the ring, the sexy fireman in this pre-show, you could say, for 2PW Prospect Pro Wrestling. I'm Michael Doc Doherty, joined by Ty Michaels and Tony Kincaid. We have one hell of an event tonight, our one-year anniversary, and Jason Tyler already firing things up here. There's a 5 o'clock fire somewhere, but he has his hands full tonight with this man, Officer Dan Murphy. Officer Dan Murphy making his way to the ring, and not really liked here in West Newton. Ty Michaels, what's your opinion tonight?
I think this is an epic battle between the police and the fire department. I just don't think that the sexy fireman just does not have the focus that Officer Dan Murphy does.
I gotta disagree with you there. Both men seem to be really focused on winning this match. Being that this is the pre-show, Ty, you gotta understand, both these guys want main event gold. And opening the pre-show has to light a fire under the sexy fireman, Jason Tyler, a lot.
All right, we're gonna get things started. We're gonna get things here started in a minute, and of course, oh wait a minute here. Oh, now he's complaining about a leak in the ring. So what? There's a leak in the ring.
So what? It's unsafe.
This isn't the worst thing these guys have wrestled in. These guys have been wrestling all over the area, and I promise you, they've wrestled in a lot less safer conditions. This is just Officer Dan Murray bitching the bitch, basically.
And right now, these two about to lock it up here, and Murphy should be focusing more on his opponent instead of the crowd here in Worthington Civic Center. And the crowd letting him know, a little bit of holiday cheer, chanting the words, "Murphy sucks," and Officer Murphy not a fan of that. Yeah, check him. He's been known to have certain items. Oh, what is this now? Well, he's used to doing that.
What is that supposed to mean, Doc? Jeez.
I'm just
Well,
saying.
he's a police officer. He's used to doing a strip search. He just wants to make sure that he's safe in the ring.
Listen, whatever you're into, don't bring it into 2PW there, Ty.
All right, sorry to cut this little love fest between you two off, but we are getting things started here. Tyler versus Murphy. We've seen these two go at it numerous times, and these guys are about to lock up here. And Murphy trying to push him in. Oh, Tyler just squeezing the headlock here and applying it tight. And the sexy fireman now, what is he going to do? The North Irwin native, off the ropes he goes, and big shoulder block. And is Murphy choking on his whistle? I know everybody in the room would love to see that.
Not me.
Of course. Big right, and another one. Delivering those rights. Murphy doesn't even know where he's at right now. Shades of Dusty. Oh, he misses him. Misses him again. So we're going to go ahead and big knee lift by Tyler. Now, Tony, what I'm going to say is this. What is your opinion, especially of keeping that whistle? That's just dangerous.
It's a little dangerous, but Officer Dan Murray is, ooh, God, as he just gets rammed into the corner. Good Lord, is Tyler Thriller.
He hasn't choked on the whistle yet. I'll give him that.
No, credit to him for not choking, but it's definitely out of his mouth right now.
And uh-oh, wait a minute. Going to be a hip toss, maybe? No, wait. Big shot to the chest by Murphy. One thing about Dan Murphy, he beats you. He beats the pulp out of you. And, of course, raking the eyes.
I don't know about that. I just think that he's pushing a little bit out of the way.
Are you kidding me? Like, seriously, we're going to have to get you a seeing eye test there, Ty. Because, my God, if you did not see the rake of the eyes, now Murphy in control, stomping the chest of the sexy fireman here.
You better watch out for that puddle.
And again with the puddle. But back to the match at hand. Murphy in control, big back elbow. And Tyler doesn't look like he's out on his feet just yet. It's going to take a lot more than that to defeat the sexy fireman. We've seen the sexy fireman numerous times in this ring, and he's overcome some adversity. And right now, again, police versus fire, you could say. And here we go. Murphy sends Tyler off the ropes. Here comes the sexy fireman, but big boot by the officer.
Look at
Tyler's
the impact.
down, 2 in, almost a 3 count. And sorry for cutting you off there, Ty. What was you saying?
I was just saying if he got every single inch of it.
He did. I mean, one thing about Dan Murphy makes sure he inflicts pain on his opponents. And right now, Dan Murphy, oh, wait a minute now. Fireman coming back here. Tyler, headbutt, punch combo, and Murphy just throws him down. I mean, Tyler took quite a beating there, so he's still feeling the effects of that. And now Murphy has him in the corner. Loads him up, sends him. Tyler comes up. Here comes Murphy. He misses that big out of his...
And notice he hit his head off the top of the turnbuckle, it looked like. Maybe the ring post.
And right now, face first off the top turnbuckle, and I really thought Murphy was just affected by that a little bit. I mean, Dan Murphy is a strong individual, folks. And Tyler, face first off that top turnbuckle. And oh my God, he's raking his eyes across the ropes. He should be disqualified for that.
No, he's just pushing him, trying to get him to the center of the ring, and that's just the fireman taking a break.
Do you have a degree in law? Because you're pretty damn good at this defending.
No, I tested out of MIT.
Oh, okay, there you go. Rock on.
Which MIT? Don't answer that.
And now Jason Tyler taking the officer to each turnbuckle right there. And my goodness, Officer Dan's out on his feet. Tyler setting Officer Dan Murphy up for something here. Murphy still has that whistle. I just don't get it. Off the ropes he comes. This is a lot of man here. Oh, big splash. 1, 2, and no. Tyler almost victorious right there. Just missing out on a 3 count here.
I cannot believe that he kicked out of that.
Me and you both, but one thing I'm saying, Tyler's kind of arguing. Oh, wait a minute now, giving him a little bit of love there, you could say, the sexy fireman. And you guys know when that shirt comes off, the fire starts. But Officer Dan Murphy, quick to put that fire out with that big boot. Good Lord.
Dan Murphy needs to avoid that type of weight. 1, 2, and just a 2 count. Dan Murphy has to avoid Jason Tyler's machismo, so to speak, I would feel. What do you think?
I have to say this, Tyler, if it comes to both of them, Tyler's walking out with more tips, you could say, when it comes to exotic dancing, but we won't get into that. That's his secondary job on being a fireman. Into the opposite corner. Here comes Murphy. Again, misses. I think he hit his head again. One more time. Big splash again. And both combatants are down. What a way to start off our 1-year anniversary here. 2PW, Prospect Pro Wrestling at its finest. Who's going to get up first? That's the question. Both competitors slow to get up. Both of them at their feet. A little bit wobbly, though. He knocked the whistle out. Did you guys notice that? He knocked the whistle out of the officer's mouth. Big right miss, big left miss. Here he comes.
He's taking too much time.
Big forearm to the head.
Didn't look like too much time for that dusty elbow.
And right now, Murphy on all fours trying to get up. And he's signaling for it. That discus, what he's good for. He takes it. Oh, he misses the discus. Kick to the midsection. Oh no. Has him face first off that second turnbuckle. Just tossed him in the corner. Did you see that? Oh no. Murphy. Big DDT.
That's it.
1, 2, 3. Murphy victorious. Well, I'll say this. Give credit where credit's due.
The winner of this match, Officer Dan Murphy.
Dan Murphy victorious, and I mean, what can I say? Oh, now, this is unacceptable. The match is over. The bell has rung. Stop.
You know what's unacceptable is that Officer Dan Murphy wasn't in the tournament. I think he had a shot to win the whole thing.
Well, when you don't actually make it here for the qualification match, it's hard to be in the tournament. But go off, I guess.
But the fact of the matter is this, guys. Dan Murphy, if you noticed, Jason Tyler had that discus ready to go, and Dan Murphy capitalized on it. And the officer did his homework and victorious here at 2PW. 1 year anniversary, folks. Wow. He just got disrespected by the color guard.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.